I wanted to talk to you guys about some important aspects of guitar playing that I overlooked over the years. And there's like three topics that I think are really important that if you apply to your playing, it will just definitely make you an overall better player and maybe stand above some of the rests. Although I have noticed that some people are just totally gifted and some people really have to really work at it really hard, like me as an example. So the first thing I've learned over the years is playing directly clean on an amp, just a practice amp or whatever you have. Sit and play, as clean as possible, a clean channel, no distortion or anything. It seems like if you do that rather than playing just distorted and rocking out, you can realize your faults and kind of hear spots that you need to work on depending on whatever you're working on. So I got like a little riff I'll play distorted and clean, and I can show you a couple things that I can hear from it. So distorting it, also I could definitely hear, how sloppy some of it was. And with the clean, I also could hear spots that weren't getting played as, notes that weren't getting picked or hit as hard with the left hand. So it just helped me to, it helps you to realize some of the things that need worked on. And that brings me to the really kind of the next thing, which is relaxing. Somewhere along the way, someone told me, "Man, you look tense. You should just relax." And sure enough, if I just relaxed, it helped me play better. And it was such an easy thing, but it meant a lot. And partially like that riff I just played, I just made that up kind of on the spot. And the next kind of thing that's important is learning to slow it down. So taking it and being able to play it real slower with a metronome is really important to gain perfection. So I like to slow things way down and build it up to just to a point where I start messing up and things aren't sounding as good. And like a weightlifter, I'll maybe go to my max, like find it like 160, and that's the best I can do. So I'll bring it up just a little more just to get a sense of what it could be and get a feeling of real fast, and then I'll bring it down to like 155 or 150 where I start playing perfectly and it's just comfortable. And you'll try to build yourself up every day. If you start at 140, build yourself up to like 160, and that's the first day. The next day, start at like 142 and build all the way up to like 161, 162. And the more of a beginner you are, the faster you're going to progress, just like in a lot of things in life. So on that riff right there, if I slowed it down, it's a lot cleaner, and I can kind of hone in on what needs to be worked on. So that's just some food for thought. Right now, once I got it down, playing it pretty smoothly, I'll bump the metronome up to 5 notches and keep continuing on. You know, not too bad, maybe a little rough, but so that's pretty easy. So I'll bump it up 5 more and just continue the process until I find a spot that I really struggle with. So right there, you know, that's pretty sloppy. I heard a lot of stuff I didn't like, so I'd make that like my key point to really sit there and hone in on things that need to be worked on. So I'd really focus more on slowing it down. So enough about that. The next little thing that I think this is the most important out of all aspects of, you know, playing guitar, and this is something I screwed up on in my earlier days of playing, is that's learning to play scales and whatever you're playing in a certain position. Normally guitar players like to bass step off the E minor and G major, so a lot of the stuff we write, you know, we play in that position over, you know, whatever riff we're playing, or, you know, whatever the solo or key is, we tend to be stuck to them positions. So I urge that you learn something in something totally awkward place and really focus on that and quit playing in spots, you know, you're comfortable with. So for an example, pentatonic scale, that's easy, everybody pretty much learns that. When do you ever see a pentatonic being played on the first fret? Like, so, you know, learning all the positionings of scales and licks, whatever lick you're learning, you know, try making it in weird spots. Here's like the A minor. If you get online and look for lessons on that scale, everybody, you know, a lot of people you'll see plays it right there on the A minor, or hell, maybe, you know, E. So what you could do is take that, you know, same shape and play it somewhere weird, like the 4th on your A string. Just some food for thought. That's pretty much all I got for now. Thanks.